5 is going to be another basement.
Another murdery basement.
Death. So much death in that episode. All right, we're good to go, Mark.
All right, well, we're going to start this game off with a fight scene.
Nice.
Get your character sheets up and your dice ready. Again, the SWADE player handout that has the quick reference stuff for combat.
Let me get that out too.
Combat survival guide.
That's a good one also. And you really don't want to get hit. Getting hit sucks. It's not like D&D. They compare it to it quite a lot. It's not like D&D where it's hit point attrition. It's a wound is a big damn deal. One of the big SWADE bloggers says, you know, a peasant with a pitchfork can take down a dragon if he gets lucky and rolls a bunch of exploding dice.
Nice.
So Kate, because you're a main character, you're a wild card. The whole party is. And so in addition to whatever your stat die is, you get an extra d6 to roll.
I bought one special.
Perfect.
So prepared, you guys?
Super prepared. And only some of the villains get them. We did a practice fight the game you missed, Kate, and
Hurts.
they're pretty good at it. So it doesn't matter which of your dice. If they roll the maximum, they count as exploding, and you just keep rolling. If they both hit their maximum, you re-roll them as well until they stop exploding for extra bonuses. Normal difficulty is 4 as a reminder, but things like parry and toughness matter for hand-to-hand fights and for damaging someone, and so they have different difficulties. But otherwise, generally it's a 4, and you get a raise for every 4 over your target. Cool. All right. Everybody starts the game
Four,
with
right?
3
So-
bennies. Pardon?
So 4. So the difficulty is 4.
Yep.
And every raise over the standard difficulty also costs 4.
Yep.
Okay.
So everyone starts the game with 3 bennies, except for Kate, who gets 4 every game.
Ah, the bitch.
For skunking along. And you get rewarded with bennies for things like, you know, making me laugh or role-playing your hindrances and things like that.
I gotta look
I
at
don't
my
know
hindrances again. Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, one of
Oh my God.
Fenrix's hindrances is that he's ugly. That's why I found that ugly fox picture to put up.
Yes. I forgot to mention that when we did the character thing last week. Fenrix is not a good... He's uncomfortable to look at.
That's why he looks like the bad taxidermy fox.
So you're uncomfortable to look at.
All
Kate
bad
stinks.
taxidermy.
Kate's very bad to smell.
She smells like green onion somehow.
It's all a matter of perspective. I should have made mine like a
Yeah.
been like, guys, actually.
So you start with bennies. You can use your bennies to re-roll a trait test, re-roll damage, draw a different initiative card, recover from being shaken, soak damage, regain 5 psychic points, or otherwise try to influence the story in a minor way, like, oh, I wish I had a fire extinguisher to bonk this guy with. Hey, look, there's a fire extinguisher. Right, like like Bill and Ted, you know.
Set up plot
I
devices.
did steal my dad's keys.
Remember a trash can. Oh, Kate's got that look in her eye like we're talking about a foreign language again.
No, I'm aware of the movie. I'm just like very panically like scanning the combat page. I'm just like, fuck, man. It's gonna move so fast and I'm gonna shit the bed.
Oh, we're all going to shit the bed, Kate.
Okay, good.
Don't worry about that.
I'm in full panic mode over here.
My character is incapable of shitting the bed.
Oh,
That's right.
he's 40% shit the bed.
yeah, you would be.
Oh, that's
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
Get like an oil leak, maybe.
That's
Grease.
funny.
Yeah.
I almost used that one for your token.
Yeah, there's a German robot band called Compressor Head.
Yes.
This is the one I found.
Oh, that's better. I like that.
Yeah.
I think it might be
sweet.
AI.
I actually was watching the Ace of Spades video by them.
That fox looks like it was
It's
like
from a
roadkill. Like it looks like
it's
it was
from a
killed.
movie. I don't know why it looks so shady though.
Yeah, it's not quite as bright as the other pictures. Anyway, that's what I got for tokens. If you have a different picture you'd like me to use, feel free to send it in, but I think they're appropriate.
Oh no, we're don't know about McGruff though.
That's Sam.
Sam.
Sam the Bloodhound private investigator.
That's
Yep.
right.
Okay. What do you think? Are we ready?
Well, we're ready as forever going to be, I think.
What do you want me to do for an intro?
Hello and welcome to COJ Roleplaying. My name is Mark. That's how I started.
Introduce the game we're playing, introduce us. However you want to do it, my friend, you're in charge.
Woo! Okay. All right, then here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the COJ Role Playing Podcast. We're starting a brand new season where me, Mark, I'm the game master. We're going to be playing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style game using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition system, where the combat is fast, furious, and fun. We've got our 5 PCs back, and they're going to be starting off in Metro City in the early 90s, where it's a little dangerous to go anywhere. Timex Square hasn't been cleaned up yet. And let's start by introducing the players, starting off with Eric.
Hey, I'm Eric, and I'm going to be playing Sam. He's going to be a mutant bloodhound dog private investigator.
And then Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm playing Fenrix Thoughtweaver. He is a psychic fox who is very unfortunate to look at.
And then Goose.
Hey everybody, I'm Goose. I'm playing Remi Shadowpaw. I am a mutant raccoon that is a second story man.
A raccoon cat burglar. He's got the
Yeah.
mask on and everything. And then Graham.
Hi everyone, I'm Graham. I am playing B.A. Sick, the biomechanical automaton specialized in sonic instrumental compositions. He's a underemployed session bassist.
And finally, Kate.
Hello, I'm Kate, and I will be playing Mephi T. Day, who is a humanoid skunk, just a young teen blossoming into her prime.
All right. And so again, a little background on the group. They're all known to each other and have decided to room together and fight a little bit of crime in their neighborhood. They met at the local neighborhood dive bar. So we're going to start off where they have encountered some not so good people in their neighborhood and are going to do something about it.
I forgot my book. I don't know where my book is.
Kate, what was your character's name again, please?
Her name is Mephi T. Day. Mephi Dae. It's like, yeah, it's the skunk. It's the skunk family. The Fittidae.
Mephi.
Yeah.
The Latin.
Oh.
All right. So on your way, leaving your warehouse lair on the pier, heading towards the mainland, you come across. You're cutting through a container yard, and you come across a group of purple dragons causing what looks like a bit of trouble. And this is one of the reasons you guys decided to get together and fight a little crime in your neighborhood in the first place, was these purple dragons causing trouble. And so they know a little bit about who you are, and they don't want to let you pass without a fight. Standing out on top of the containers in the lower right of the screen, you see Old Hobb. He's a mutant cat, and it looks like he's leading a handful of generic purple dragons. And it's time for initiative. So the way initiative works in this game is everybody gets a card drawn, and we play in order. Aces are high, and then for suits, it's spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs lowest. And jokers are special if you get a joker. So I've got my fancy TMNT cards here. I'll draw a card for everybody and draw one onto the board next to you.
Ready?
All right. Let me pull up my cards folder. There we go. All right. So on my list, I've got Fenrix first with the 8 of spades. And next, I've got Sam, the King of Hearts. Remi with the 4 of clubs.
So speaking of playing cards, Valerie has started high school. Is in grade 9. And I told her extensively about how much time was devoted to playing euchre in high school. And apparently no one plays cards in the cafeteria anymore.
Really?
Euchre, hearts, and wizard with the extended deck with the crowns and anchors.
There was a lot of asshole at the St. Clair cafeteria.
A lot of asshole Alexander too.
A lot of asshole at St. Pat's as well.
10 of hearts, Mephi. Yeah, that's crazy. No more cards?
The amount of games of hearts we played, I can't. Oh my god.
Basic. 7 clubs.
It's like when my son told me that they just don't play like 2-pitch in the yard anymore.
No.
At all.
Kids
They're
these
not-
days, man.
They're not allowed to have bats that aren't made of plastic, apparently. God.
I spent a lot of time in the woods.
All right, and the way it works is our wild card Hobb gets his own initiative card, and the rest of the purple dragons, the extras, get one as well. So for the purple dragons, there you go on 5 of hearts. So they act as a group, and Old Hobb, he's a little special. He's more like the characters. He's a wild card. He gets exploding dice. He gets other things. And he's got the 6 of diamonds, so he doesn't have great initiative. Okay. Combat is begun, and it looks like it's Sam up first to act.
Okay, with a pace of 6, how far can I move?
So each unit is one of these squares, which is 6 feet.
6 feet.
So 36 feet is your full movement,
Okay.
or 6 squares.
So I can get about halfway there.
Yeah, the distance between you and a purple dragon is 60 feet, 10 squares.
Then I'm gonna move up so that the one across from me can only just reach me if he charges forward. What kind of weapons are they carrying? That's an important distinction.
Yeah, they have simple weapons like clubs and bats.
Okay, yeah.
And knives.
Can I move up and then hold an attack if someone comes within reach of my spiked bat?
Yeah, you want to. So he's got about a 36. You want to move up to about that way away from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can't get ganged up on.
Damn. Okay. And you want to hold on and wait to smack at him.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, then, the 10 of hearts. We have Mephi.
Okay, so I'm also just looking at like my bow stats here. So it says I have 12, 24, 48. So how far
Yeah,
Would I
short
be able to
range,
shoot that?
medium, long. Let's see here. Are you looking at your bow in the Sewer Samurai melee weapons?
Yes, I would have. I would have grabbed my stats from Bass.
Okay. Staff.
Oh, sorry, bow.
Bow.
I thought it was like long range.
Bow, like bow and arrow.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. 12, 24, and 48. So what it's telling you is short, medium, and long range. And at short range, your difficulty is 4. At medium range, you take away 2 from your roll. And at long range, you take away 4 from your roll.
Okay. But I could like move my set of paces and then try and shoot from there, though?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, can I please do that?
You want to move the full distance up?
Yes, please.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Who are you going
Okay.
to shoot at? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I guess probably the closest one to me, directly in front of me.
Okay. All right. So right in front of you is Purple Dragon number 4. All right. So
Okay.
for a ranged attack, you use your target skill. It's a difficulty of 4 plus your modifiers, right? And your distances are 12, 24, 48. So that's 12, that's 24. So you're under 48. So that's long range, right?
Okay.
Up to 12, up to 24. Or sorry, up to 12 is short range. Up to 24 is medium range. Up to 48 would be long range. So your medium range,
Okay.
right? I'm sorry, long range, right? Let me measure that again.
I can't see very well because it's the smaller one anyway, so it's all you. Oh, wait, I can't see. Okay,
30.
yeah.
All right, so you're over 24, so long range. So minus 4 to your roll.
Okay. So, because my agility, I guess it doesn't matter. What am I rolling here? Sorry.
You're rolling your shooting skill.
Oh my god, I see it there. Okay, 2d6. Or wait, no, that's just damage.
That's damage, yeah. On your... Looks
was-
like you don't have a shooting skill for your bow.
I do not. I'm so sorry. Where would that go?
Under your skills.
Is that...
Left-hand side.
Yeah.
So there was a shooting skill to take.
Oh, shit. I thought... I'm such a dunce. I was like, I have agility and, athletics. That counts, right? Oh, shit. So I don't even... Well,
So you might not want to use your bow.
Yeah, maybe not.
Because there's an extra -2 for being unskilled.
So it'd be like a -6.
on a D4.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to
But
do
you do get it. You get the D6.
That's
Wow.
true. You get your wild die also. That could explode.
But the D6 would be
yeah.
also at -2, right?
-4.
Minus.
Well, minus
Well-
6, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you get -6 to your roll, regardless of what you're rolling, needing a 4.
Okay.
So, maybe not.
Yeah.
Did you take a fighting skill that you would have meant to have been a shooting skill?
I just meant fighting. I didn't realize that I had to pick like a specific shooting skill. Caitlin.
Yeah, you've got your regular fighting, but you don't have shooting fighting.
Yeah. And then because I'm young, I've limited skill points, so I was kind of just like, what? All right. Let's just pack this one down. In situ, could I maybe use a Benny? Take one of my fighting points away, and that would actually give me 2 points for a shooting skill.
Sure.
Because I used 2 points for that third fighting point.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Sorry, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, so I now have 2 points in a shooting skill.
Okay, so that's a D6.
Yes, it's a D6.
All right, just at a -4 because you're no longer unskilled,
Okay.
and you get your bonus wildcard D4 to roll at the same time.
Okay. All right.
D6.
So yeah, it's
So,
supposed to
yes,
be 2d6, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, one of each. And hope they explode.
I have a 1 and a 4.
All right, so 4 is your normal difficulty, but it's -4 for being far away, so you rolled a 0.
Cool. Super. Awesome.
All right.
What's the 4 on the
All
D4?
right. Kicking off the game right.
Both of them are D6 that she's rolling now.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. It looks like next up is Fenrix.
You know what I think I'm going to do is move up. So I have a range of intellect on most of my powers. What does that actually mean?
What is your intellect?
I believe it's a D8.
So 8.
8? Okay. So 8 squares? Or yeah? Sweet. All right then. I'm going to move up to right beside Sam.
Yep. Like here?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Havoc.
Havoc.
I just had it here. I had to go back to my character sheet. There it is.
Freaking out the
Okay.
big stuff right away.
So I'm going to use 2 points. And it is going to... You know what? I'm going to do 3 points. I'm going to drop 3 points into it, and I'm going to drop it right on number... buddy number 2.
Yep.
So they are going to... Well, I got to roll to see if I actually do a thing first.
Okay.
I got a 5.
All right. Difficulty was 4.
Okay, so...
So you're doing the medium blast template?
no, I'm adding an extra point to do a large blast because I want to get
large.
I want to get all 4 of them.
Okay.
And they are going to see. So if anytime Fenrix uses his powers, his eyes glow orange, and the eyes of the people affected will glow orange as well. And in their minds, they are being attacked by a chaotic whirlwind of ghostly apparitions. And it's going to, they're going to make a strength check. Minus, I didn't get a raise, so strength check. And if they fail, they are hurled 2d6 says inches directly away from the caster. And if they hit anything hard, they take 2d4 damage.
Okay.
Otherwise, they get knocked, I believe they're knocked prone.
This is basically Spirit Guardians.
But it's a blast, a one-time blast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so with the blast template right away from the center of it. So if you're hitting it on number 2, then I think number 4 would be shot towards Old Hobb. Number 1 would be shot towards the water. Good times.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, so strength check. Let's see. Number 1 fails. Number 2 passes. 3 passes. And 4 passes. All right. So roll your 2d6 to see how far towards the water number 1 flies.
I rolled 6. So it's 2d6 together, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Into the water.
Well, took care of one of them.
All right, and he'd have to be blown through stuff, so he's got 2d4 damage done to him.
Yeah.
His toughness is 7. He is wearing a fancy leather vest.
I do 5.
5. That's
Which
a lot
does
of
not-
damage. All right, so you rolled a 5 over his
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah.
All right, so then he is shaken and knocked into the water, so he's pretty much out of the action. Okay. Is there any other damage to the other guys?
No, if they pass their checks, then nothing happens to them.
Okay, sounds good. Aha, now they all count as distracted because of that. Right. All right. Anything else? Sounds like no.
Nope, that's it. Sorry.
All right. No problem. Next up is basic.
All right, so I will move ahead 6 spaces.
Yeah.
And I will follow up on what Fenrix did. So I would like to do a test, like last game, to intimidate the foes on the field.
Right.
So with my anything goes style edge, I get +1 to initiate and resist tests during combat.
Okay. So you're trying to do what to them with the test?
Intimidate.
Intimidate. So that would be their spirit. So D6. So 6 is the difficulty for that.
All right, so I've got a D6 in intimidation and my wild die. Well, so the first one is a 6. So that was 11. And then the second one was a 2. So I got a total of 11. So what's that? A success and 2 pushes. No, 2
Well, you've
raises. 2 raises.
You've got 2 dice to roll, right? So one of them was 2 raises.
One of them is actually 3 raises because I get +1. So that was
Okay.
a 12.
So you rolled a 12 for one of the dice.
And the other one was a 2.
Okay. Yeah. So then you rolled 12. So you've got your 2 raises. So you choose whether they are distracted or vulnerable.
Well, they're already distracted, right?
They are.
So that would mean that they're now shaken.
Yeah.
Now,
Wonderful.
what about Old Hobb? Does he has to resist that as well, right?
Oh, is he in that range too?
Well, I don't know what the range is. I'm just trying to be intimidating.
Yeah. You were trying to intimidate the purple dragons. You need to pick whether you want to do him or the dragons.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll leave it with the dragons.
Okay. Okay. There we go. So now it is, if that's everything.
Yep.
It's Old Hobb's turn to act. And he does not like the way you're looking at people, so he's going to shoot at you. Let's see here. And so he pulls out his handgun. And Hobb does have the shooting skill. He's got a D6. Let's see here. So he's looking for a 4, and he's a wild card, so he's got a paradise. Now, the range on the handgun may be a little long. The handgun, 12, 24, 48. So he's over 24, so he's at -4 to hit.
Is he shooting
And-
at me?
yeah.
Okay.
And he misses. He doesn't get an exploding success. So he is going to then. Oh, wrong one. He is going to next jump down here. He doesn't like what's happening. And he gets behind the containers.
Okay, so he's now out of sight.
Yes. All right, next up are the distracted purple dragons. And
Shaken purple dragons.
Oh, shaken, excuse me. Okay, so they have to make a spirit roll at the start of the turn to recover. On a success, they can act normally. On a fail, they can only do free actions, or they could spend one of the side bennies. Let's see here. Purple dragons, they have a spirit of D6. So number 2 fails. Number 3 fails. And number 4 passes. So only number 4 is unshaken. And he's going to charge right in. Right in. All right. All right, Mephi. You're being attacked by a gangster with a baseball bat. So what is your parry?
My parry is 6.
6. All right, that's his target difficulty. And his fighting is a d6 also, and he's an extra, so no wild die. And he rolls a 1. That is not going to work. Swing and a miss.
So is it a go for me?
No, that was him. You already went this
Oh.
turn.
Okay.
All right. And that's it for the purple dragons, because the other one's been tossed into the drink. So, lastly for this combat round, we've got Remi.
All right. Remi's going to move up his 6.
Okay.
And then he's going to shoot number 4.
Right close.
Right close.
All right. That's a difficulty 4 then. That's right there.
I just rolled a 6 on my wild die, so that's 6, 7, 8, and then 5.
So what's your total on that die?
8.
8.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a raise. So he has been wounded.
Oh, so we don't add up both dice?
No, each one rolls independently, and whichever one is best is the one that counts.
Oh, got it. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense then.
All right, but yeah, so your best roll was an 8, which is a raise,
Mhm.
and that's a wound. Extras only have 1 wound, so he's knocked out. All right, and I think that's everybody. All right, next round, new cards. Blunk, blunk. Oh, missed. There we go. Trash and everybody. All right, let's see what we get. First up, let's start at the top again with Fenrix with the 6 of clubs. Cards, here they are. Fenrix with his 6 of clubs. Sam with the 5 of spades. Richard, these were good and shuffled for this. Remi with the 4 of diamonds. We used up all the good ones already. Mephi with the 4 of hearts. Basic with the Queen of diamonds.
Yeah, now we're talking.
The messed up purple dragons with the 5 of clubs. So this won't turn out well for them. And Old Hobb with the 10 of clubs. So that wily cat. Okay. So first to act is basic.
Do we have any context as to this fight? Is Old Hobb known to us?
You haven't run into him before, but you know that with this group of purple dragons, he's in charge.
Okay. So he's like a local thug.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He's got a little crew, but he's not, the Godfather or anything.
Yeah. All right. So is there any way to move more in combat, or are you limited to your six squares?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Also, I feel like I should mention that because of my one, have you been doing the 2 cards and choosing the worst one for Mephi?
Mm-mm.
Because yeah, with my one hindrance, hesitant, you're supposed to draw 2 and then take the worst one unless it's a joker.
Oh, 7 of diamonds came up next, so you still have the worst one. That's good.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, that makes lots of sense.
Okay.
So let's see. Rules section. There we are. Trait, bennies, combat, countdown, actions, movement. Swimming uses 2 of them. You can run as a free action per turn. Difficult ground, hazards, jumping, and prones.
Okay, so what about dodging? I can see the defend game effect.
Mm-hmm.
Is there would defend work for ranged attacks as well as melee?
That's a good question. Where's defend? Here we go. Defend. Character can choose to focus against defense against melee with the defend maneuver. That one's specifically for melee.
Is there a dodge one?
Is there? I don't see one. There is disarm.
Oh.
Directed. Oh, did it do that? Okay, no problem. It comes back. Ha. Dodge, the drop, evasion, fatigue, finishing moves.
Oh, you got to drop prone. I see.
Uh-huh.
It's prone. Okay.
Prone.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
I'm
you
going
could
to
hit the deck if you're afraid you're going to get shot at.
Yeah, so I'm going to move down. I want to get around the corner of the pile of containers.
Want to go that way?
Yeah.
Right. 4, 5,
Like
6. So about there?
Yeah, like that. It's close. No, just around the corner. I want to. Yeah, right there, so I can see him. The minimum movement to use so I can see him, and then I'll do another intimidation test. I want to basically. Hopefully, I can get him to shaken. But we'll
Right. Okay, so let's see here. So you want to intimidate him. His spirit's also a D6, so 6 difficulty.
All right. So that's a 4, and that's a 6 on the wild die. And it's another 6. Oh, all right. I'm rolling like Karoon. So that is a total of 17.
17?
So that is what, a success and 4 raises.
All right.
3 raises. 3 raises.
Old Hobb, he's out of here. You've scared him right away. He's just gone. Made a run for it.
He's just gone. Okay.
Cartoon cloud figure.
Actually, it's 18 because I forgot to add my 1. I get from the anything goes style edge.
Well, that's fine. 16 to 20, right? So. Oh, no, yeah. So I guess 18 would be another one up because it'll be 12 over. So 3 raises. Yeah, he just flies away. Screeches like a kitty and gone. All right. Well, he would have been up next, but he's gone. So that leaves us with Fenrix.
I am going to pull out my pistol, my handgun, and shoot.
From where you're standing?
Yep.
Shoot at who? Number 2?
Yeah.
All right. He's long range. So minus 4.
Minus 4. Okay. It's a 6. 8. So I got 4.
All right. So that is a hit. Now you roll damage. So your let's see here. The weapon has a set of damage. It doesn't have a wild die for damage. And you're looking at the toughness of 7 of this flak-jacketed purple dragon.
Okay. So for damage, is 2d6 add them together then for gun? Yeah. All right. I rolled a 9. So
9. So that is a success. All right. So he is now shaken. He did not enjoy being shot at.
Excellent.
Okay.
And Fenrix does not look like he clearly can. You look at him, you can see that he knows how to use a gun, but he doesn't look like he's super confident in this. He's spindly, ugly, patchy, furred arm.
He looks like necromantically animated roadkill.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Who's to say he's not?
But I'm sure he has a sparkling personality.
He's got the personality of a sack of suet.
There's a lot of critters that like suet.
Give him an extra Benny for that. All right, spades are highest of the fives, so that means Sam's up next.
All right, Sam's going to move up to number 2 and take a swing at him with his bat.
Whoa.
Straightforward.
Okay. So the parry is 5 that you're looking for.
Okay. Oh no, I rolled 2 2s, so I don't think she works.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Well, now it's the purple dragon's time to go.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They were not shaken this turn. 2 shook off being shaken. No, the one who died shook off being shaken. So these guys were both shaken. So they'll roll at the start of their turn. The air. Where do we go? Shaken. Yes. Spirit roll. So D6, number 2, is no longer shaken. And number 3 was just shot, right? Shot
No,
up.
that was number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2. Oh, so 2 was already shaken, in which case the shot at him caused him a wound and he died.
Oh, I guess I couldn't make it to number 3 then.
No.
Then I would have moved in front of Remi and Mephi.
Like there in front?
No, closer, so that I was standing between the purple dragon and them.
Gotcha.
And I would have been waiting for him to come so I could attack him.
Gotcha. No problem there. All right. So number 3, let's see, how's he doing? Still shaking, he's not going anywhere. And number 1, can we climb up? No, we can't. Still treading water. All right. And Old Hobb, he's continuing off. All right. Now we get down to the 4s and hearts before diamonds. So Mephi's up next.
So I think Mephi thinks that, I don't know, maybe there's only one guy left. I think she wants to wander all the way up and just like mention that she's not feeling too good and then use intimidate, and then also because she's nervous as shit because this may not work, that she starts tooting.
She wants to go right up to number 3.
Well, like, let's say, yeah, like, just, like, or, like, maybe, like, in between Sam and the purple fella.
Okay, like that?
Yeah, ish. And just be like, guys, I think we should maybe go. And then I'm really not feeling too good. And just, like, turn around and, like, deadpan look at him.
All right.
And then, because she's also nervous, she's going to start tooting. It is one of her quirks.
It is. Yes. Take a Benny
So
for
it's
that.
like a little preview for our nice purple fella.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's still already shaken, so he's not having a good time.
Guys, we got this.
All right.
Then also using intimidate, so I believe that's my D8.
Okay.
And do I also get my D6 with it as well?
That's right.
Right, perfect. Okay. I have 2 4s.
Okay. All right. The difficulty was 6 because he's got a spirit of 6.
Okay.
So he's already scared, but you're not scaring him anymore.
Okay. I tried.
Okay. All right. Next up is Remi.
All right, I'm going to move up just above Meph.
Look to there.
Right there, and I'm going to shoot number 3.
He's not going to appreciate that.
I don't care. He's the bad guy.
Yeah. All right. Difficulty is, let's see, just 4.
Got a
You're in short
5.
range. Got a
Yeah, I'm in short
5?
range. Yeah.
5 is a success. Roll your damage.
And gun is 2d6 like everybody else's, right? Yep.
Toughness is 7.
I rolled a 6.
All right. On a d6?
2d6s.
Oh, 2d6 added together.
Yeah.
And you got not quite enough to get past his fancy armor.
But I can spend a Benny, can I not?
You can spend a Benny to do lots of things, like reroll damage.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, spend a Benny.
Spent the Benny.
So what does Remi do to make this work instead? First shot just doesn't go the way he wants.
Yeah, first shot first shot didn't look like it did enough or did anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking the second shot as the double tap.
All right.
And I rolled. Does damage dice blow up too?
Nope.
No. Okay, so I rolled 10 that time.
Okay. Well, that's enough. He was already shaken, so taking a wound does him in.
Perfect.
All right. And Old Hobb is just gone. All right, we've got the one more purple dragon off in the water. Let's pull some cards. Next up, we've got, let's see here, a card for Fenrix, which is Jack of Clubs. Nice high initiative. Remi's up the top, so we'll get him next with the Ace of Diamonds. Murderous little raccoon. Sam with the King of Clubs.
Oh,
Mephi with, 2 9s. 9 of clubs is going to be the lowest one. And our good friend Basic with 4 of spades.
please redraw. I can't have anything less than a 6.
With the 5 of diamonds. With the Ace of spades. And the purple dragon in the water with the Ace of hearts.
Ooh, a lot of aces.
Yeah.
A lot of high cards.
All right. Well, spades go before hearts.
Yeah.
That means Basic's up first.
Well, if Old Hobb has beat it, I don't really have much to do here. I don't have any ranged attacks. So I will consume my entire movement and move towards purple dragon number 1.
All right.
Where does that get me?
You want to run then, right? We've got that. Like to move it, move it. Move it. Other movement. Movement. Bruises, jumping. Running. A hero can run as a free action once per turn, increasing her pace for the round by her running die. So a d6 at the cost of a -2 to all other actions. So you can get 12 squares.
Okay, how close does that get me to our friend? Oh yeah, okay. That would
Right
be,
up there.
Yeah, I have 1 free square of movement. Haha. All right, I'll pull out my chain and take a swing out.
All right. -2 because of your dash.
All right, so I have a D8 for fighting,
And he's got a parry of 5.
and I have a D6 for wild die. And I rolled an 8 and a 6, an 8 on the 8 and a 6 on the 6.
Nice.
Wow.
Both explode.
Wow, I'm rolling like Eric last week here. Okay, so the highest total is 12 minus 2 is 10.
All right, with a target of 5. You get 5 over, so you got a raise, which is an automatic wound.
Okay, and that's
bonk his head, into the drink he goes. And he's not coming back up. And you have successfully murdered everyone you've met.
Not everyone.
No, that's
Pretty
true.
close.
Old Hobb took off. Well, the purple dragons are done robbing this pier. You can continue on your way. Were you heading home or back to Josie's?
I think we would have been heading to Josie's if it's early.
Okay. Right.
Time for a drink.
Time for a drink. All right. And so back to the campaign. Good. All right, so you've made your way to Josie's, a little corner dive bar, right? Neon Christmas lights up, that sort of thing. That's the real ambience there. And now let's tell the viewers and each other what your association with Josie's is. Let's start with Sam.
Sam, before he mutated into a bipedal dog man, used to be an old sniffing hound for escaped convicts from the law, for tracking criminals. So when he found himself being bipedal, he started his own PI business. Very unsuccessful because it's really hard for a mutant dog man to get jobs. However, at Josie's, they're not too particular about the clientele, so it was a place where he could, with a hat and a trench coat on, could meet a potential client who also wasn't too discerning. And he has, on occasion, thrown out the odd rough customer to help out.
All right. Good use of the ambiance at Josie's. All right. Remi, what's your connection here?
Prior to the change, I raided the dumpsters in the back. Josie's had the best grub in the neighborhood. And after the change, this is where I'm able to find second story work. People looking for certain items and stuff like that.
All right. Good spot to get work for both of you. And Fenrix, how about you? What's your connection here?
So, unbeknownst to many people, Josie is a little bit of a behind-the-scenes secret animal rights activist. And she had heard of some experiments going on in, I can't remember the name of the company that does the androids and the weird science stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this company was doing some experiments, and they had a little thing, a little lab close to where Josie was operating. And she broke in one night, and she rescued this hideously deformed and ugly fox. This is prior to the change, but the fox had she could tell an odd intelligence behind its eyes. So she rescued me and brought me to the bar, and I was effectively a mascot until I changed into what I currently am now.
Excellent. Yeah, T-Tech, Toshagawa Tech.
Mm.
The evil technocratic company. Causing trouble, keeping the metric system down, that sort of stuff.
Pentex of this universe.
Yeah. Basic, what are you doing at Josie's?
All right, so BA Sick is a T-Tech artificial construct who was designed and programmed for musical applications. However, he escaped from his uncertain background and finds that Josie's is a good place to go for open mic night in the attempt to get gigs.
All right. And finally, Mephi, what are you doing at Josie's? You're a little young.
Yes, as Mephi's just a young lady, as I've mentioned, blossoming into her youth. She's working as a bar back and taking out a lot of the garbage because a lot of people don't want her in the bar. And so while she's out there working through her feelings, she's working on her kung fu because she also likes to watch kung fu. She's a big fan of Kane, and she just wants to help those around her.
Nice. Now, as I mentioned in the opening, you guys have all met through your time at Josie's, bonded over different things, and realized didn't have a real fixed address in the neighborhood, but liked it and considered it your home. So you found a warehouse out on the pier that you were making your way here from, and you set up shop there. Now, part of the reason you guys bonded so well together is because of relationships you've had over your time at Josie's. Mephi, you helped Sam in some way. Can you think of what that might have been, how you two got to know each other?
Well, was it Sam that mentioned that he... No, wasn't Sam that mentioned that he liked the grub?
No.
No.
No, Sam was the bloodhound, PI.
Yep. Well, I guess I would just kind of like help him with his his clients that he's there questioning, just making sure I'm clearing their tables and, just listening in because I also like to hear what's going on the streets to see how Mephi can help in her own spare time.
And BA Sick, you and Remi share a secret. Can you think of what that would be?
An artificial construct and a mutated raccoon. Thinking something to do with Chinese food.
I don't know.
Yes, so we share a secret. Maybe something like Remi was able to steal some sort of musical equipment, something like that.
Bass
Sure.
strings.
Bass guitar strings or something like that. He kind of continually breaks into the local music store on BA's behalf to steal consumables.
I
He
like
goes
it.
through strings so many times because of his fingers.
Metal fingers, yes.
That's good. And then finally, the other relationship, Sam and Fenrix. You have some relative or pseudo-relative in common. Like family friend, if not blood relative in common. Can you think of who that would be?
Oh, I know it. They're the original Fox and the Hound.
Both have a famous great uncle.
Yes.
That's great.
That is pretty good.
I
Actually.
got Kate's hurt.
I was gonna say, was that not planned? Like, is that what you were going for? Like,
Yeah, that's a good one. That deserves a Benny.
you
Thank you, sir.
found that all on your own, Goose. I'm so proud of you. Yeah. No. Yes. That has to be what
With
it is.
me.
Oh, the friendship lived on.
Very nice.
I think that works well enough for me. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, we're gonna have to go with it now. I think.
I don't think we could come up with anything better than that.
Mine was gonna have something to do with a goat.
All right. Well, after your defeat of Old Hobb's crew out at the container yard, you're celebrating with your beverages of choice here at Josie's, and it's an uneventful evening otherwise. So you can make your way back to your abandoned warehouse on the pier.
Who would... Okay, so In other games, there would be like a streetwise knowledge mechanic. What would the equivalent in this game be in that? I think it might behoove us to find out a little more about Old Hobb. Because
Mhm.
he likely has a boss, right?
I have a research skill.
Common
Yeah.
knowledge.
Common,
All right. We're looking for uncommon knowledge, it sounds
Yeah,
like,
true.
though.
Yeah, like basically
Survival role of some type.
information on the street, like
Mhm.
the criminal element on the street. How does
Savage World said they removed Streetwise and it's now an edge.
Mhm. All right. Did anybody take that for their edges?
nope,
No.
No.
Okay.
that might have been a good idea now that I think of it.
There
Something to work towards too.
I'm
you
already
go.
maxed out on edges, so
I do have research as a skill. It is meant for me to be like looking into like crimes and cases and stuff like that.
Sure.
but just like discussing with people in the bar, right?
Yeah.
Just what would the mechanic be for that?
Yeah, so let's see. Look on your character sheets and see what you have in the way of skills. I mean, your smarts maybe would
Persuasion?
be persuasion if that's how you wanted to go. Yeah.
I guess we'd have to persuade somebody to talk, but we don't know who that is.
No.
I've got a halfway decent smarts.
Yeah.
I've got
And all
a-
of you do have experience in the bar, right? You're well known around here. You have different specialties and probably figure something out.
I could attempt to hack into the police's criminal database and try and get some information on Old Hobb's rap sheet.
Yeah, you could walk right up to the payphone, start punching buttons, and pretend you're a modem.
Gotta make the noise though. Make the handshake.
I could use my smarts to go ask Jimmy the Flint. what's the word on Old Hobb?
Yeah, that's a good idea too. So is that what we're doing? Is we're doing a little investigating before you turn in for the night, or what's happening?
Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea because he's likely licking his wounds and whining to somebody about revenge.
Yes. Yeah, so social edges is what you're thinking about for the future.
Okay.
Because we know him, would we not know his territory?
The pier, Hell's Kitchen, where you live. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the territory of the Purple Dragons.
Oh, okay.
And so you know that he is not just one of the mooks. He's somebody who's a name that you know. There are a few others that you've heard too.
He's a main man in the kitchen.
Yeah, he's a made man.
That's right.
I got a 6 on my smarts check.
6 on your smarts. All right. Well, yeah, Old Hobb. He's trying to make a name for himself. Oh, he was in the containers, huh? I wonder what he was going there for. Probably something he could sell. Where is he now? Oh, I mean, this whole place is a territory of the Purple Dragons. Just about every apartment building has one of them in it, and you just be careful you don't go on that floor.
Right. Do you know who his boss is?
The Purple Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't help much because I don't have the skill and I only have a D4 in smarts. So
Oh, I got D8 in smarts.
Ooh.
I'll roll my smarts to see if I can figure anything out.
Mm-hmm.
6.
6. Well, you think You think you could probably pick out the dark alley that Old Hobb was running towards. But because you're so smart, you realize it would be a terrible idea to go there at 4 in the morning because there would probably be about 40 other purple dragons there with him right now.
Got it.
Well, you're a cat burglar. Can't you sneak in?
I can sneak in. I can sneak in okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I want backup.
Is anybody else good at sneaking in?
I got a D6, a D8.
You'd probably be pretty reasonable.
I got a D6.
Yeah.
I have a D4.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley.
I'm a big robot. So stealth is not.
You can be the distraction.
I just play some sick bass lines.
Do you have a portable bass amp that you could power with your own power cell?
But yes. Well, I don't have that, but I have 3 pipe bombs.
Alrighty. I think we should just let him lick his wounds. Maybe have him think of his errors of his ways, and we'll see him in the morning.
Okay. That's the
Okay.
consensus?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
All right.
we don't want to like take advantage of the fact that he just got back.
I'm more worried about the other purple dragons he'll have with him.
Yeah,
That's fair. All right. Yeah.
but against 40 is not good odds.
Do you
No.
guys want to like give me a boost up to a window and I'll just like into their clubhouse? I could do that.
You could. They might fire back with guns.
Yeah.
Well, I
Likely.
feel like you'd like let me drop after it happens, you know?
Okay. Well.
So back to the club, back to your warehouse then.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So again, the 5 of you are in an abandoned warehouse on the pier. It's kind of under the radar, right? It looks like it's just unused, abandoned. It keeps the rain out. Mostly, you know where the puddles would be when it rains. It's warm enough in the winter, big enough that it's cool enough in the summer. Furnished with things you found in the kitchen. It's got power, no phone line, and antenna TV you've managed to hook up.
Oh, the rabbit ears.
Yeah. So you get, the 3 local stations or local affiliates.
It would be good in New York City because there'll be a lot of broadcasts.
Yeah. All right. So what does each of your little corner of the warehouse look like? Tell me about it. Basic. Basic.
So BA Sick has a workbench where he can work on repairing himself if necessary, doing any upgrades. Has a recharging station and has an area to work on his bass lines with his bass guitar and amp. And he
Very
can
good.
look it directly into himself so he can hear it directly without needing headphones, of course.
I like it. And Mephi.
First of all, I'd like to say that's really sweet. He's super into self-care. Like, that's so nice. I don't know. Hers has like a poster of David Carradine and just like a little fuzzy TV. 90s. Okay. Showing my age a bit, but like we may have had those TVs still, right? Where it's just like a tiny little thing, like a little radio TV, something like that to watch it. Nothing much. She's still saving her pennies from her bar backing job.
But she's got her own personal TV.
Well, it's the first thing she bought.
Yeah. Doesn't have to use the communal 19-inch TV.
We have a communal 19-inch TV.
Yeah, yeah. With
Come on, no one
gravity,
wants
right,
to
in your
watch my
common room.
kids shows, you guys.
No.
Kung Fu: The Legend Continues.
Yeah. Well, I haven't even seen that. No, I
Isn't
haven't.
David Carradine? Didn't he like die in some like weird hanging thing in?
Autoerotic
Erotic
asphyxiation.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thailand or something.
That is how he died. Anyways, he's her idol. I don't think that's happened yet.
Yeah, he did that in the early 90s.
It did happen in the 90s?
No, not in the early 90s.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was like, he's definitely been around into 2000s.
Yeah, when was
Anyways.
Kill Bill? Kill Bill was like early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Mid-90s, I went to a Star Trek convention in Niagara Falls, and I went to an after-hours party thing with a couple people who were on Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. So, right around the revival is when you're falling in love with them for this game.
Cool. Good timing. So yeah, other than that, she just has like her little vision board of, person she wants to grow up to be.
Excellent. What about Fenrix?
Fenrix, his corner of the warehouse is he was lucky enough to find an old beanbag chair. So he's got a beanbag chair with a couple of tables, books piled, any book that he can find laying around anywhere. He's obsessed with books, so he's got books piled everywhere. And that's effectively all he's got in his corners, just his chair and his books. And a couple tables.
Excellent. And then what about Remi? What does his hole look like?
Actually, he's up in the rafters in a hammock, and the rafters are all tied off, so he can get the one end of the back. That's the quickest.
Highway catwalk up there.
That's right.
Good. All right, and that leaves us with Sam.
Yeah, Sam has a cork board and a lot of red yarn. He's currently at his little desk, which he have a little desk and a little roller chair to sit at. And he's currently drawing a picture of Old Hobb so he can stick it on the cork board. It's like the first one of the things, like Purple Dragons is already up there, and now he's getting a string tied up so he can connect Old Hobb to the Purple Dragons. He's starting his investigation. He's got a filing cabinet for his non-existent caseload, and his aspiring PI-ness is rampant.
Excellent. You could probably even share some of your supplies with Mephi's vision board.
Well, yeah, we probably had to salvage the cork board between the two of us.
I was going to say, he has a vision board too.
Good. Actually, Goose, I think that's where we're going to wrap this episode. All right. So that was our introduction episode. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more of these coming out. And you can always find us at Linktree/COJ Roleplaying and on the regular podcast streaming services. So for this episode tonight, we have had Kate.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Eric.
Mutant animals in a big city. Thanks for listening.
Graham.
Good night, all.
Steve.
Have a great night.
And Goose.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good night.
And I'm Mark. Thanks.